downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's gone. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominant.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
From the 25 on second down, Mon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. Evades him at the 10. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looks to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action. Here's Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Mond. Lets it fly for Thielen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Getting this quickly to Berrios. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see, 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
On 2nd down, Cook. Cook, a 1st down and more. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Mond's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Mond. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's gone. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw is gone. Goodwin able to haul it in. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mond going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mond. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Cybered on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mon now off of play action. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mon escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Hook up of 15 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. 6 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff rolling to his left. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here. Mon. Flush to his right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mon's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
On 2nd and 12, Mon. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Cook, and he stopped immediately there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd and goal, Mon. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mon looks to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He can't get him down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
70 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Mond. Smith catches left side. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And complete right side to Cook. They find some open field here. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Mon. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now it's gone. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Goff now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. Flush to his right.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Lions 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
It got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Now a play fake, and it's gone. 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Off play action. Here's Goff. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with a second to play, they essentially need a recovery and a run back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Handoff comes to Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.